scenes. And it's the final one. So we're going to be doing skits. We're going to be doing songs. It's going to be a lot of fun. Anyways, so our first act will be Over the Edge by some of the freshmen. I'm sorry.
Not fall. Did you forget to take the emergency brake off? What does that have to do with anything? One of us is gonna have to go down there and give it a push. What if we get that rock over there and throw it down on top of it? Maybe that'll get it moving again. Yeah. Good idea. Good idea. Okay. Ready? This is too heavy. We're gonna have to try something else. What are we going to do? I don't know. I think he's moving. What? Holy shit, he's alive! He's dead! He had no pulse! Maybe his heart just stopped for a moment? You're a friggin' nurse, Mary. Can't you tell when a man is dead? He's waking up. What do we do? We run? No, he'll go straight to the police if he gets up here. We're screwed. Okay. We'll wait for him to get up here, okay. and then we'll push him over. Yeah. Then we can deal with the SUV. It'll look like he was pushed from the car. Oh shoot! I left my purse in the SUV.
Your 2021-2022 theater officers. Next up, we have Single Man Drought, performed by Sydney and Andrea with the help of Josh and Xavier.
And that's why I love aerodynamic engineering.
Wow, Bob, what a long story.
So anything to start?
Oh, no, Bob, no appetizer for me. I'm a very light eater.
I'm lying.
Plus, I didn't go to the gym today, and I usually go to the gym every single day.
I'm really lying.
Veronica, you are one special lady. I could talk to you all night.
Please, God, don't let him.
But anyway, my real passion? Golf. Do you play?
Oh, of course.
We should play.
I'm lying.
We should totally play sometime.
Your course or mine? Who is this woman talking?
So have you seen the greatest golf movie of all time? Caddyshack?
Loved it. I didn't see this movie.
So what was your favorite scene?
Help me.
So the difference between fuel exhaust and fuel injection is really simple.
To think he at his best. No thought tonight has he repressed. He talks and eyes my breast. There's a serious single man drought.
Now some would say a catch
I found. He's single straight, his mind is sound. There's 4 guys left like him around. There's a serious single man drought.
I can't believe he's talking still.
Oh God, I need a scotch refill.
He chews.
He spews.
I could use a pill. There's a serious single man drought.
Standards. I used to have some standards. But man by man, every standard meanders.
Lesbian. I should be lesbian. Born to love women, how wonderfully sane I would be.
So, who's your favorite Caddyshack actor?
Oh, you know, that wacky, nutty golf thingy guy.
Chevy Chase?
Yes!
Me too.
I could grow old, alone, just fine.
I'll buy some cats like 29. They'll find me dead in my feline shrine. There's a serious single man drought. So I date Bob and 12 and flirt.
He might get better by dessert.
I stay, I pray, till I assert. There's a serious single man, delirious single man.
And let me take care of the check.
Let's split it!
I'm lying, I'm really lying.
No, that's on me.
You betcha sweet macho gold cabin is, 'cause there's a serious, delirious, severious, obvious. Send the Marines, we're talking serious. Single man, drought. Ladies room.
My name's Josh Hickman. I'm going to be one of your 2021-2022 theater officers. I'm going to first say I'm really pumped to be an officer, but there's something I'm even more pumped about, and that's our next act. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your seats and your pants, because we have Thomas Gibby performing stand-up comedy.
So, when I was a kid, my dad had absurdly high hopes for me. He thought I'd be a strong, buff, chick magnet, heterosexual man. But I'm biased, so that might be a problem. Anyway, while he still had these high hopes for me, he decided to enroll me in this type of martial arts called jiu-jitsu. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's basically where you, it's anti-bullying, sort of. where you learn some moves, you get a life lesson, you learn that you shouldn't attack first. And then there's dodgeball at the end. I personally enjoyed the dodgeball. Dodgeball was my favorite part of it. And then suddenly a few weeks later, a few months later maybe, I just suddenly stopped going. And I was just like, dang, no more dodgeball. Anyway, a couple months after that, and there's this kid. I don't remember the name of him, but he was what I thought a bully was. When in reality, we were just two kids who didn't know how to communicate to each other because we were in first grade. So I talked to my parents about it, and they say, remember your dodgeball lessons. First, you talk to him and say, you're bullying me. And then you'll realize and stop. Second,
you tell a teacher, and then he'll definitely stop. And if all else fails, you get into a fight. See, this was probably a week or so before I was diagnosed with ADHD. So I could have sworn that I heard, first, you go up to his face. Second, you get your hands up. And third, you fight. So, one day at recess, I motion him over to the grass so we don't get hurt that much. Look him dead in the eye and say, lie down. The problem was, jiu-jitsu is mostly like a on-the-ground wrestling type of sport, which is probably why my dad wanted me to go there. I forgot to say my dad was a wrestling champion. That's So I have him lie down and use the most powerful move in dodgeball called the mount, where you basically get on the other guy like this. And then I don't know what to do after that, because I didn't pay attention. And so a teacher comes and then says, "What's your name?" And I say Thomas Gibby, and then they write it down. I learned 3 years later that I got written up for it, which is why my greatest feat of strength was crushing my dad's dreams.
Welcome back to WatchPolo.com, and today we're going to with the best nomin photos. Throughout history, there's been a prolific figure. But these are the best of the best. Number 10. Cat
This photo was taken live on the set of Talking With. Nobody knows where Nom got the cat or whom it belonged to. But one thing is for certain. The cat has not been seen since. He came for Nom shortly after this photo was taken. He hasn't been seen since.
Number 9. Mugshot.
This picture of Nom was taken at a max security Franklin County prison when, after a long and intense trial, after seeing Nauman's Depop account, the judge sentenced him for robbery.
Number 8. Magic Nauman.
This next photo shows Nauman summoning the spirits of the underworld. What are those spirits for? Where did Nauman learn how to summon them? Does this have anything to do with the disappearance of 4 German tourists in Death Valley in 1996? We don't know. What we do know is that the photographer went missing shortly after this was taken.
Number 7. Sight Nauman.
Here we see Nauman at his part-time job as a collector of souls. Nauman has quite the resume. Collector of souls, theater director extraordinaire, target of car theft, and of course, the Polo Man himself. It's quite a wonder that a man can have so many talents. Huh. Sorry for the taste there. Here in this picture, we can see Nauman playing death metal for his friend, the Grim Reaper.
Number 6. Rapper Nauman.
Yo, Nauman on the beat. Believe it or not, this photo was chosen for Nauman's platinum record album, Straight Outta Polo. Nauman has since taken a hiatus from his rap career, but legend has it that he still has a mixtape floating around somewhere.
Here's a bit I like to call Where's Nauman? We're going to take a bit of a break from the top 10 to play the game Where's Nauman? Here's how it works. I'm going to give you a few photos of Nauman, and you guys have to find him, or he is hidden in the photo. Have fun, graduates.
Oh, yes!
All right, here's the first photo. That's right, he's right here. Let's move on to the next photo. Where's Nauman? That's right, he's right here. Great job finding Nauman, guys. As your reward, let's get back to the top 10. Number 5. Suburban Nauman.
Here we present the most angsty photo of Nauman ever taken. Suburban Nauman. Complete with wife beater and beer in hand. Suburban Nauman has been and will continue to be an inspiration for Midwestern dads worldwide.
Number 4. High school.
Shows Nauman way back in his football days, wearing his red jersey. Based off this picture, I'd say he's a lineman. Definitely a lineman.
Featured here for our honorable mentions are Nauman upon seeing this presentation, and Nauman with his worst enemy,
Happiness!
Whatever.
Number 3. Bowl cut Nauman.
My number 3 pick is a rare one, folks. This is an image of the day Justin Nauman himself invented the bowl cut. Really, believe it or not, he invented the bowl cut. He was due for a haircut, man saw a bowl, and he said, why not? And the rest is history.
Number 2.
Deputy Justin Nauman shot and killed an innocent man. The media will try to hide this from you. They will bury the truth. They have told you that it isn't true. But I know that Nauman did it.
Oh my God.
Nauman, what are you doing here?
I came to this planet to do 2 things. Wear polo and stop watchpolo.com. And I'm all out of polo.
No.
It must be done.
No.
Not for me, before a cause much greater.
Number 1. Gun!
I'm bereaved. I've cried, I've shook
skit entitled Ashes to Ashes, Dust to Dust.
Easy. So I took the second semester of my senior year and I wrote a play called Hysteria. It is a collection of monologues from women in mythology. And I'm going to do the second one. It's from Arachne. She gets turned into a spider by Athena. You get a sneak peek before I start submitting it to festivals.
Oh, hey! I love what you're doing with your webs there. What is that, an octagon?
I never did shapes like that on my loom. Don't get me wrong, I could do anything on my loom. I could weave your grocery list before you said we were out of milk. Tell you something though, not always. I used to hate weaving. Ugh, I'd fumble with the strings. I couldn't weave a design to save my life. Oh, well, actually. How did I get into it? Well, I saw an old woman. She was selling wares. Her weaving was among them. They were fine. Nothing like what I did. Even the scraps I threw out. And I said to myself, you know, I could do that. And so I did. Okay. I admit it wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. The first several after that, and a few several after that, I threw out in a raging fit. I would tear them apart and scream. I'd pour my blood, sweat, and tears into weaving just for it to come out looking like complete shit. And I always came back and tried again and again and again, till suddenly it just stopped being bad. I stopped getting upset. My hands got the movements, and the end result was keepable. You've never had to do that, have you? You were born knowing how to weave. You're welcome for that, by the way. I wasn't turned into a creepy crawly for nothing. Was I the original creepy crawly? I must have been added to my resume. Hey, oh, you've got some eggs on your back. That's sweet. Congratulations. I never had kids. I thought I would, you know, that's how it was. Get married, have kids, die. Or I guess you could get married, not have kids, die, probably much earlier. We were never taught as girls that there are any other options. I didn't know that I could do anything more, that I could flourish in my own way. The guys, well, they were taught art and philosophy, mathematics. There was no limits for them. The women stayed home, and that's just how it was. Well, I don't know what would happen if I would have tried to be a mathematician or philosopher. I've never known a woman to try those things. If I had announced, like Socrates, that I know nothing, I wouldn't have been applauded or quoted. People would have just said, yeah, we never taught you how to read, go home. But I forged my own path. Weaving was women's work, and women like me, we took that and we ran with it. We took women's work, lowly and trivial, yet absolutely essential work, and we turned it into a vocation that was entirely ours. And hey, don't tell the men, but there's a lot of math involved in weaving. They'd riot if they knew we figured out how to count. And I wasn't just a weaver. No. I was an artist. I wove tapestries that hung on the walls of nobility. Tapestries that will go down in history. Tapestries that tell the stories of that will be studied for hundreds and thousands of years. I made a name for myself. I was fully independent. You know how much someone would pay to have one of my tapestries on their wall? And as a woman, I couldn't even buy things over a certain price. Wasn't a problem for long. By the time I was making a name for myself, I was practically getting Phoenician purple for free. Phoenician purple. You know how expensive that is? It's the color of royalty, is what it is. It wasn't any surprise that I became noticed. Woodland nymphs would appear by my window and watch me as I worked. That is no small deal. The nymphs were always so sweet. I used to weave their portraits, the ones that would come by regularly. They'd giggle and blush and run back into the woods. It was when people started to notice that things took a turn. People started to credit Athena with my hard-earned talents. I crafted my life and my reputation myself. Athena had nothing to do with it. And oh boy, I told them so. I didn't want Athena credited with my work. I had poured my blood, sweat, and tears into, oh, hell no. Don't look at me like that. I had nothing against Athena. At first. I never claimed to be better than her. At the time, I just gently clarified that we had nothing to do with each other. Okay, maybe I lightly implied that my skills were more real, but how petty must an actual god be to show up at some inconsequential little mortal's house? On the other hand, I was flattered that she was so interested in just little old me. Maybe, just maybe though, it wasn't quite pettiness. Because Athena knew that gods are only gods if you worship them. And I wasn't afraid of her. I was living proof that she wasn't a necessity. If the people had taken my story and examined every aspect of it, they may have started to wake up, to clearly see how all the gods were obsolete. These giants, crafted from force and fear, would crumble into dust. We all spent our lives in such fear of the gods that we forgot we had the power to create them, to destroy them. I suppose then Athena was scared. Scared of me. Scared of us. She showed up at my door, disguised as an old woman, and strange as that is, I think we can all agree that that is a major step up from Zeus's turning into a cow fetish. I'd take an old woman over cattle any day. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so she shows up at my house, she's disguised as an old woman, and proceeds to reprimand me for clarifying that I didn't have anything to do with Athena, yada, yada, yada. And I didn't know this was Athena at the time. I just thought it was this old woman telling me how to live my life. So I explained for what felt like the millionth time, no, Athena did not have anything to do with my talents. We didn't work together. I didn't study under her, yada, yada, yada. And I claimed, and this part is true, in fact, I'm sure I could outweave Athena given the chance. Yep, I said that. Okay. Maybe it was a foolish thing to put out in the world. But honestly, if I had to do it all again, I don't think I would do anything differently. When I made that claim, Athena suddenly decided that old lady chic was so one conversation ago, and standing in my doorway was the goddess of weaving herself. So we weaved. The nymphs came to watch, and we weaved and weaved and weaved. People always seem to forget about this little competition, is that I won. I won against a literal god. In all her majesty, Miss Goddess wove a tapestry of the almighty, all-powerful, all-benevolent gods of Olympus, seated in their golden thrones up on their little mountain. It wasn't a very big canvas. I'm surprised she had room for her massive head. At least I had creativity. My tapestry, this tapestry, let me tell you about this tapestry, it was my finest work. And I knew it would be. In a gorgeous woven rainbow border, there are several scenes of the gods humiliating themselves. With some unknown fire within me, I refused to hold back. A scene of Hera, of Zeus and his lovers and his Trojan boy. I went on and on and on, and it was funny. It was funny. It was hilarious. I can still see it. The red creeping up Athena's neck as the nymphs failed to contain their cackling. But the best part is the top, the heavens, if you will, where the gods would normally be. I wove Prometheus, his arms outstretched, his lit torch in hand. Prometheus, who had tricked the gods in his bull sacrifice, so that the people could eat. Prometheus, who directly stole and lied to Zeus to give us fire, to keep us warm and alive. Prometheus, who sacrificed himself for us. Prometheus, who was the first one to show the universe that he was not afraid of the gods. He stood up to them time and time again when he knew they were being unjust. As I weave him, hovering above the gods, I can feel the spark of his fire within me, pushing me onward against this goddess. When all was said and done, Athena screeched at my tapestry, raving about insolence or mortals, and I don't know, I was really listening. It was practically a unanimous decision. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, mine was decisively better. I won. I, a mere mortal, a woman, was better at something than a god. I was better at weaving than the goddess of weaving. I won. She was so incensed, or scared for her precious unchecked power, that she tore my tapestry to shreds. I didn't care in the moment. The damage had already been done. She'd seen it. The nymphs had seen it, and tell you, if there's one thing nymphs can't do, it is stay quiet. The story of that tapestry was getting out one way or another. What she did next, though, I'll admit was a little bit unexpected. She gathers up strands of discarded thread, faces me dead on. She, a goddess, born from a titan and the king of the gods, a deity with massive golden statues dedicated to her, and me, the mortal who bested her. She walks slowly towards me, knuckles turning white around the thread in her hand. Still to this day, I wonder what she sees when she looks into my eyes. Does she see a silly, defiant girl with hot blood and a talent for weaving? Does she see herself reflected through my eyes? Does she see Prometheus, his fire? Or does she see a future? Her future. A future where her name fails to strike any fear in man. A future where bulls cease to be sacrificed to her. Where people finally realize that they outnumber the gods, that they could kill Athena just as easily as they created her. A future where the only thing left of her, some broken rocks and a few stories only some care to pass down. Whatever it was, she didn't like it. She runs at me, wrapping the thread around my neck, and she must have regretted it, or at least thought up some strategies and scenarios, as she does, because just as I coughed out what I thought was my final breath, I shrunk down to the spider I am today. You love weaving so much. Why don't you weave for all eternity? Talk about a sore loser. She must have felt so clever. All of her problems shrunk down into nothing. But unlike Athena, I wasn't impulsive most of the time. I knew how to play the long game. I knew I would live long, long past her. Okay, yeah, the whole eating flies thing was a little bit petty, but I thought it was funny. I still think it's funny. You don't know? Good for you, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. Zeus was so paranoid that his future son would dethrone him like he did his father, that when Metis, Athena's mother, became pregnant, he turned her into a fly and swallowed her. Yeah, as you do. Then, when she had Athena burst through Zeus's head, just regular birth and midwifery practice. Now I eat flies every day. Maybe it's poetic, maybe it's ironic, but I just think it's funny. It's not really like me to dwell on the past like this, and I know you don't really want to hear it, but allow a condemned woman some pride, some dignity. I weave glorious webs and watch others do the same. My legacy stretches across continents. My legacy My legacy lives within the people like me. Women who taught themselves to take advantage of their situation, who created education for themselves. Mortals who thought critically enough to know that they will always have been and always will be greater than the gods, who knew too well the control they had over their environment, their own lives. Now all that is left of Athena are few carefully spun tales, and my web draped over the remaining rubble of her temple. Thank you.
Performance will be Will Jackson singing Jack Wilson's Splendid Evening with accompaniment provided by Ira School.
So here I sit, all alone, wondering why I didn't just stay at home. So till the end of this infernal dance, I will wait, just me and my plastic day. What found me and compelled me to bring up doll to the dance? Was it pretension, the need for attention? Maybe at a glance. Why do I do the things I do? If I only knew, I don't care, I don't need you. I found somebody new, and she's my soulmate. It's 1,000 days, she has a way with words, you'll see. She won't laugh in my face when I tell her how I feel. She will always keep it real, even her skin is made of plastic. There's no denying I'm having a great night. It's my allergies, alright. No, I am not crying. Go ahead, Jack. Do not hold back. You should just shoot your shot. How would I know that it would all fall flat and you leave me to rot? I must confess, my life's a mess. I am in distress. Other one that says wash after use. Even though she might go old and mildew, but she'll never back me some stupid dance I don't want to go to. And I cannot overstate that I'm doing swell. I love my plastic day. I'm living in hell. Next up we have Goodbye Dolly, performed by a squad of people. Well, before we start Goodbye Dolly, we're gonna hang out for a little bit. What's everyone's favorite act so far? We'll start on this side. What do we got over here? How about you?
What?
Favorite act so far?
Oh,
Can't
I
choose your
really
own.
liked Franny's original monologue.
It was very good. Right over here, favorite act. Yeah.
The one where you talked a lot.
When am I not talking, all right?
Did Cornelius get into more of his shenanigans again? I can't bail that dimwit out of jail every week. I'm not made of money. Oh wait, I am.
No! Our show's been canceled!
What? Ah, this is absurd. I'll get on the horn with the city commissioner right away and clear up all this nonsense. Sorry, nonsense.
Oh, Horace, it's no use! They're replacing our story with one about a greedy, set-in-his-ways businessman who is forever changed when a woman enters his life and gives him a new perspective, and he learns to love someone other than himself. Wait.
That's the silliest story I've ever heard. If you don't mind me asking, who is this businessman? I'd like to meet him.
Look, it's a new girl from the show!
Howdy, Borba. Here.
What? I'm sorry, but what?
Get out of here, you brat! I'm gonna kill that kid! Sorry, I don't know what just came over me. Oh, Horace, what are we gonna do? We're doomed!
First time?
What?
Where in God's name did you come from?
Sorry for eavesdropping, but I think we have a similar problem here.
What do you mean?
You're not the only one whose show's been canceled. We're just about to get ours started when its murder was announced.
So what did you do?
Well, we were upset at first, thinking about what could have been, all the times we could have had, but then we realized something.
And what was that?
The show must go on. Well, maybe not the show, but a show. We realized that the only thing worse than not being able to put on our show was not doing a show at all. You see, theater's about rolling with the punches, getting to the end as a team, you know?
Yeah. So, what does this mean for Hello Dolly?
I'm just happy that we're able to like get this up and running and do this live this year. Again, those of us who are here from last year, we can give a closing remark here. It's just nice that we're here and we're able to do this together, and we can like wrap up the year how we normally wrap up the year here in the Cardinal Theater. So it's just nice to see people. Very, very nice. I think you guys should give yourselves a round of applause just for being here. We got a few more sketches coming up for the night. I think my job is to currently stall a little bit. I think that nod was me indicating that I have to continue stalling and not that my job is done. So yeah, I don't know. It's been a weird, crazy year, has it not? Right? Is that an understatement? Is that what we call an understatement? I love the calm response. Classic calm. The Nauman sketch, one thing I was very, very happy about, and I was peeking in as it was doing the photo sketch, because before I became a teacher here in Worthington, I mean, I used to teach in Columbus City schools, and I taught in New York City for a while, and like the parental helicopterness was way, way more lax in Columbus City schools than in New York City. So I did a really, really good job of scrubbing the internet for more embarrassing photos. So the ones that came up here have no problem with. They were good as gold. I love those pictures. The more embarrassing ones. What's that?
What was your favorite?
What was my favorite picture of the?
Of the town.
Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, like I'm very proud of any photo bomb I do. So me picking the perfect opportunity to be right there in Ben Bird's armpits. I'm a master at it. And me with my head turned, and all you see is the back of my head. I like the photo bombs. I'm trying to think of I don't know. Like I guess when I look back on some of those pics.
To the scene of a murder.
Who died?
Nauman!
Is that what we're all dressed up as? What's that game again? The one where everyone's a color and you solve a murder mystery?
The game of life.
I think you mean Clue.
Oh.
Wait, I thought Nauman's polo shirts made him invincible.
Well, it turns out that his only weaknesses are these 6 props from this year's shows.
Whoa, that's crazy. What a totally normal circumstance.
I mean, it kind of makes sense given that Nauman spends his entire life here in the theater.
Yeah, some children think like their teachers sleep at school, but I think Nauman actually sleeps here at the theater.
Well, we know where he died and what could have killed him, but who could have killed him?
I don't know. I saw Andrea backstage with a Seuss instrument looking pretty sus.
I think it's Sydney. Sydney refuses to tell us her recipe to her famous love drinks. She could easily poison Nauman. You know how much she loves chocolate.
Well, they're just coconut and marshmallow, fudge. Anyway, we all know Josh has political ambitions. First he plays FDR, and next thing you know, he pulls a John Wilkes Booth. Not shooting Nauman in the theater, running him over in a wheelchair with guns taped to it. In a theater.
Whoa, Sydney. Despite your flawless historical evidence, we all know that there's only one person in this theater with the sheer brain power to defeat someone as strong as Nami. Ethan, my friend, my president, my lover. It's you. Josh, not here.
Anyway, I may be smart, but that alone isn't enough to take down Naaman. But I have been finding some of the marbles Annalise used. They could kill Naaman, and it would look like an accident.
Hey, even though we're still finding those marbles, it doesn't mean I killed him. Plus, I saw Tommy, and he got penis baby.
Call it that.
Penis baby. And he was being pretty threatening. I don't know, but I think Tommy did it.
I don't know. It seems like we're all pretty suspicious.
Especially Annalise.
So how do we find out who actually killed him?
I think it's pretty clear.
Hey, I was at ballet practice until like 5 seconds ago. I'm never here. You're always here. Where Naaman actually died.
Oh, that's exactly what a suspicious person would claim. Claim they're not suspicious because they have a solid alibi with witnesses.
I swear to God, if you...
Hey, guys! You're both suspicious.
Guys, we still have a murder to solve. Okay, let's review the facts of the case.
No one has seen Naaman in 5 days. Last time I saw him, he was microwaving a bowl of expired ravioli.
Oh my God, sounds like
And then we came in to set up final scene night. We found these props scattered across the floor.
And that's how we ended up with the investigators of this murder case.
Well, there was some in case of brutal murder clause in the new officer contract.
Does that mean we inherit all of Naaman's stale snacks in his office?
Oh, like his magically bottomless bag of Chex Mix.
Guys, come on! We need to focus. In order to figure out who murdered Naaman, we need to get into the mindset of the murderer. Why would someone want to kill Naaman?
Maybe because they gave them a bad part in a show. So they're getting revenge.
You speaking from personal experience?
Let's just say I've been dressed up as a maid one too many times.
You're just incriminating yourself even more.
It was just a joke.
Uh-huh. Real sus.
Did anyone even find a body?
No, just this outline of a body that perfectly replicates Naaman.
So the murderer must have killed him and then made a detailed outline of his body before disposing of it.
They must have also stolen his car. Why would they steal Naaman's car and wait 2 weeks to kill him?
So they could take away his only mode of escape.
Damn bastards.
Guys, we really need to figure out who killed him.
I think it was Josh. He keeps scrolling around on his wheelchair from Annie. And his legs work perfectly fine. I think he must have done it.
Well, Tommy's the one blaming everyone, trying to keep all the accusations off himself. I think it's him. He's real suspicious.
So is Ethan. He keeps blaming Annalise for no reason.
Fine, stop blaming Annalise. But for real though, I'm pretty sure it's Sydney. She seems innocent. But that's just the cover a murderer would use.
I'm not the murderer. If anyone is Annalise, how else would she know that these 6 weapons would be the only thing to kill Naaman?
Well, I think that Hintera has been pretty quiet. I think that would be a perfect cover for covering up what would a murderer do.
I think you did!
You've been missing for 5 days. Where have you been?
I've been in the bathroom pooping for 5 days.
Take a seat, I guess. Funny seeing you all here. Yeah. How have you all been? Did you all sign up for the same group therapy session? I guess. Whoa, coincidence. Yeah. It's a reunion! Yay! Therapy. You know, we're all here, but where's Crystal?
Crystal just won the Nobel Peace Prize. I guess the one for Nobel Peace?
Good for her. She deserves it. All right, well, normally how group therapy goes is we all go around and introduce ourselves, but since we all already know each other, let's just skip to the good stuff. Lillian, why are you here?
Okay, hi, my name's Lillian Wade. I've been in
not that kind of
it's been a little time. You know, the last time you saw me, since then I've won, you know, an Oscar and you know, that little thing. And so now everyone's like, what's the new big thing for you? Like, what's gonna be the new big movie? And I have nothing at all. And they're gonna blacklist me if I don't get something in 2 months. So, women directing, you know, like
well, let's try some good therapy strategies, all right? So how about we do some role play, all right? Okay. So you pitch us an idea.
Oh, okay, that kind of role play. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, oh, this one I've been thinking about for a while. Okay.
This is good, you have something.
Yes, so it's about this father. He lost his wife many years ago, and he's a single father. He's trying to raise his son as best as he can. And then one day, his son just goes missing, and it's just like he has to go on this journey to go find his son, and along the way, he partners with this woman who has like this mental disorder, like she always forgets things all the time.
I'm sorry.
What?
Finding Nemo. I love Finding Nemo, though.
It's Finding Nemo?
I love that movie. I love Finding Nemo.
That would make sense. I did watch it last night, so. Oh, okay. Here's another one.
Okay, awesome.
So this woman gets kidnapped by a furry. And so all of a sudden, she.
Zootopia.
No, it's not Zootopia. No, and then she goes crazy in this like big house, and like all the furniture start talking, and it's like shenanigans ensue.
Wait. I'm pretty sure this is just Beauty and the Beast.
Can you tell I got a Disney Plus subscription? Like,
You know what? That was some good progress. We can continue in the next meeting.
Next.
Ava, how are you? Well, I've just been really struggling. I dropped out of college because I was like, I don't know what I want to do with my life, and I still haven't figured it out, to be honest with you. I tried being a skydiving instructor, but then I broke my leg.
Oh.
And
Ava,
then-
did you break your leg like 3 times?
in high school? Yeah, that's fine. It's not important. But then I was like, okay, that didn't work out, so I'll try something safer. I'll be a race car driver. And then yeah. All right. And then I crashed my car and I broke my leg again. I was like, okay, let's try something else. This will for sure be good, no broken bones. And then I decided, let's be a yoga instructor, right? This will be fun, this will be good, it'll be good for my mental health. And then I was doing tree pose and I just fell over and I broke my leg.
That many times?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have so many medical bills, I really need to figure out what I want to do.
All right, well, we can get to that later. Grace, how are you? You know.
Yeah, I tried calling you. You won't pick up. Like,
Yeah, your new boyfriend. How's he doing?
You have a new boyfriend?
You know, we had to go off the grid for a little bit. It's fine. Like everything turned out fine. We paid off the police. It's all good. It's all good.
The police?
Tell us about this boyfriend of yours, please. He's. I don't know. I'm trying to break up with him. I don't know how. Well, he's really nice, but it's just his family doesn't like me. They're super rich and powerful, Italian.
Italian?
Oh. Yeah. Grace, so it was like, are you involved in the mafia? Okay, no. I'm not personally. I'm just connected to the mafia. That's great. Kate, has he graduated high school? I think they're fine, honestly. Kate, why are you here? Actually, I'm pretty much fine. I'm happy in my career. I'm in a happy relationship. I just wanted to hang out with you guys. Okay.
I gotta go. I'm going to kill you.
Why is that so
Okay. So this is one talk show host, like,
Oh my god, I hate Jimmy Fallon!
shut up, okay? Once upon a midnight jury, as I speak this week in weird, I will turn this show here. Religious play. I love it.
Fine, I'll say no, but would you have known that if they had not shouted it out?
Because they're really good at dancing. They did it for a really long time. And being on stage with this person is just so fun because they know all the choreography, even when no one knows it. She's really nice. She's so sweet and generous, and I just love her so much. She's going to do great things in life. And it's Allison.
charming. Because he's charming, they're charming, and they also played Prince Charming in their first musical early way, and we all met them. So they're really intelligent and talented, and they're a great member of the theater. They got our Discord, it's still rewarding. Our next senior, I'm not skipping Xavier, we did someone together. Our next senior is nicknamed Ghostlight because they are someone who is so dedicated to the theater. I felt like I had to name them after like a part of the theater itself. The ghost part, like they're in love with that whole thing, that whole spooky, old, vintage ghost, everything about it. But then also Light, they are an incredibly bright person in that they are an incredibly smart person. And they're also an incredibly bright person because like they're so kind and they just make the world brighter. Xavier, what do you have to say?
They are incredibly manic. I cannot stress this. This is a good thing. This is a good thing. I can't stress that enough. They can turn any laissez room into, I wouldn't say a party, but a party. Yeah. They are a keeper of knowledge unknown to all except them, so it could just be straight up lies. We don't know that. Our person is also a fantastic writer. It can be evidenced by the monologue they just gave. Crazy man.
Did you put a sword in
I put a sword in the bag.
My second person that I did is nicknamed Yorick. Bear with me. Yorick as in the dead jester that Hamlet soliloquizes to. Basically because they, in their acting, have such a flair for like the melodramatic side of the acting, which is great. And also, as a jester, they have a flair for the comedic side of things. They always make rooms so much brighter. They're absolutely hilarious. With the power of God and anime on his side, my fingers.
Okay, so I know you guys probably haven't heard this, but when you really think about it, this year's been pretty weird. And through all the challenges this year posed, this person was always consistent and reliable, and that's why my senior's nickname is Stones. They've been like a foundation for the theater, supporting everyone else. Without this person, I'm sure this year would have been more chaotic and less fun for everyone, and I'm sure everyone else in the theater would agree with me on this. I've known this person for a long time, and I'm constantly impressed by the amount of talent this person has, and I really hope that I can compare to that. I would say I look up to this person, but I would say I would look up to this person, but that would be hard to do since my senior's Lillian Wade.
My nickname for my first senior is Bambi because they're super adorable and kind to be around. This person is constantly making everyone laugh with their sense of humor. And even though they gave me a heart attack every night during nunset, they'll always have a special place in my heart. My senior's Grace. And then my second senior, my nickname for
This senior is Sleeping Beauty because she's always a bit tired, but still manages to put together the cutest outfits. Talking to them is always the best part of my day, and they make every little worry go out of mind. They are light-hearted and friendly, and I have cherished every memory that I've made with them in the theater. My senior is Alyssa.
All right, my senior, I decided to nickname Lego Star Wars. Because Lego Star Wars is really cool and awesome, and also it kind of has that like charisma to it where it makes you feel like a kid when you're around him. Also, he really likes Legos. My senior is Will Jackson.
Mother Teresa. We all know that Mother Teresa would give off her own shirt off her back or the shoes off her feet to someone in need. And nonsense, a couple weeks ago, I did not have a pair of black socks. And this man over here, Ethan Bunger, took off his socks and shaved them. Ethan has always been back there. He may not be on stage, but he's been doing great stuff on the crew. We always count on Ethan, and I'm so proud of you, man. You're gonna do great things. Senior's name is Fashionista. This person, when I first met them in theater rep, was really nervous to do the improv games. It was hard to get her into theater events, but this year, we are also in nonsense, shining up there on the stage, absolutely killing it. Crystal Din, also awesome style. That's why the Fashionista is there. She's the one who told me to improve my style. She has killed it. I'm so proud of her. I'm gonna miss her greatly. And Crystal, I love you. We're gonna miss you. Fashionista.
But I nicknamed this person Lovey, like the little stuffed animals or like the toys or stuff that you have when you get born. That was not. Because this person is like really comforting and really accepting. Whenever I'm around this person, I feel like I really belong. This person always tells me that they love me when they see me, and it really makes me feel like I'm wanted and like I am loved. I know this person is so important to so many people. I'm feeling very bittersweet about giving them away. My person is Adam.